Welcome back to the channel. It's Totally Cody here, back with another TV show reaction, and today once again we are joined by Nickflix.
Hey everybody, how you doing?
So today we're going to be starting the second half of House of the Dragon Season 1. Remember, this is a rewatch. We just did Part 1, which would be episodes 1 through 5. Now we're about to start episodes 6 through 10. So just so everybody is aware, we are only going to be doing an intro for this video, and you will not get an outro until episode 10, which we're gonna have all together actually. Gonna be two big parts, it really is, in preparation for season 2, which comes out I think June 16th. So we're really excited for that on Father's Day of all days. That's actually crazy now that I think about it.
Yeah, I know.
But this is gonna be really exciting. I think the first half is always, I got a deeper appreciation for it. I was telling Nick about it before we started recording. I think that I was actually not paying attention as much my first time around watching it, besides the bigger plot points with the first half specifically. But I connected more with Rhaenyra's actress in this one, as well as, of course, Daemon. I love the guy. I don't care what he does. He could commit genocide. I'd probably be still on his side. But that's just me. But I did also, it was interesting how we're going to see the second half with Alicent, because I did feel sympathy for her a lot in the first half, rewatching it, seeing how her dad was pulling the strings and how she was basically just made to do whatever everybody else told her. So, like, maybe I'll get the frustration throughout the second half. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. But what do you think, Nick? What are you excited for anything? What are you thinking about from the first half?
Cody and I talked a little bit before we started this, and I was telling him I'm really gonna miss Rhaenyra's actress. I felt like she just seriously had such charisma to her, and she was someone who I could envision becoming the Targaryen queen. I don't really remember much about this older Rhaenyra. I remember thinking she was okay when I first watched this. This half, I will say I do remember a little bit more probably than the first half, but I'm very excited to check this half out, especially after rewatching the first half. I just found a deeper appreciation for so many things, and King Viserys especially. Seeing his deterioration be a lot slower than like I remembered, it's kind of heartbreaking to see. So I'm very curious how that's gonna hit me towards the second half, but very excited.
Yeah, I think there's just something special about this show. Like, the whole Game of Thrones universe just kind of has a thing to it that kind of unites people. Like I said before, even if you don't like medieval stuff, I've seen people that don't like stuff like that and they still watch the shows because it's just that, like, enthralling. So I hope you guys enjoy this reaction. If you'd like to watch the full-length reaction to House of the Dragon on my Patreon, go ahead and check for the link down in the description of this video, as well as check out Nick's channel. We got Harry Potter over there, we got Hazbin Hotel, bunch of other movies, and our friends, of course, that we are very enjoying. Honestly, can't wait to continue season. We're on 4, right?
Yeah.
On that one?
Yeah, 4.
Yeah. I always forget what season. I just know it's an epic season. So I'm really excited to jump into that. But thank you guys so much for joining us, and it's time to sit back, relax, and watch a TV show together. Let's go ahead and continue House of the Dragon. I don't remember if that's her first kid or her second kid, though.
I'm actually not sure either. I just remember honestly about the kids that they were
Princess.
both bastards.
The Queen has requested that the child be brought to her.
What?
The Queen wants it?
She just gave birth, and you want... You know how much strength she's got to have to be able to do that?
Oh yeah, I know. The fact she's literally gonna do it herself.
Princess.
Was it terribly painful?
Oh God.
Were there a bunch of people just waiting?
I took a lance through the shoulder once.
What is it? What is it? Fuck. Walk. Walk.
What could she possibly want? I thought we were past this.
I bet she wants to see whether or not the child is his.
It is a privilege to be amongst the first to congratulate you.
Thank you, Lord Caswell.
She actually might.
If
I'm not
may
even
be
thinking about
of
that.
any service.
Well, a lot could happen in 10 years. They haven't really talked about it yet. Because remember, they're doing that sham marriage thing.
We are turning back, all right?
You should be resting after your labors. have no doubt that you would prefer that, Your Grace.
You must sit. Talia, fetch a cushion for the princess.
There's no need.
Nonsense.
What happy news this morning.
Indeed, Your Grace.
Wow, look at him.
Where is my grandson? There.
He looks horrible.
Sturdy. You will make a fearsome knight. Yes, you will.
Does the babe have a name yet?
We haven't spoken.
Joffrey. Well done, my girl. I do hope the labor was easy.
I think I called the midwife a cunt.
Oh.
Do keep trying, Selena. Sooner or later, you may get one who looks like you.
Wow, that was shady as can be. I don't think any of the kids are his.
I mean, I don't think so either, but do they consider him the dad?
Mother. Look.
Oh, she has 3 kids? I thought she only ever had 2.
Another boy, I heard.
Yeah, they're his.
Well, yeah, because that's Lord Strong, isn't it?
What a fine night you agreed to make.
I do remember who their dad
I don't.
was.
So Harwin wishes to be introduced to Joffrey.
Oh boy.
That just looks so cool.
Siri.
Oh boy.
Vamax! Vamax!
Khalees! Khalees!
Briza Osiotaxios Agonau Belvija Darlaros.
Dracarys Vamax!
What have you done?
He did it again.
After how many times you've been warned, must I have you confined to your chamber?
They made me do it.
As if you needed encouragement. Your obsession with those beasts goes beyond
They
understanding.
gave me a pig.
A what?
They said they found a dragon for me.
The last ring has no legs at all.
You will have a dragon one day.
He'll have to close an eye.
I know it.
They all laugh.
Oh. You catch what she said.
They made
Yeah.
rules for it, apparently. She flaunts the privilege of her inheritance without shame. She expects everyone in the Red Keep to deny the truth our eyes can all plainly see. And the king, her father.
He knows.
Of course he knows. Or did once, but has convinced himself otherwise. He'll do naught but make excuses for her.
A spider who stings and sucks her prey dry.
Wow, you're saying that about... Wow. All because she wouldn't marry you, you're like this.
That was beneath me, Your Grace. I apologize.
If Rhaenyra comes into power, your very life could be forfeit. Aemon's as well. She could move to cut off any challenge to her succession.
The fact that she thinks that Rhaenyra would do
You're
that,
the
though,
king's
like, right away.
firstborn son.
Yeah.
And what they know, what everyone in the realm knows, in their blood and in their bones, is that one day you will be our king.
Looks like a good feast.
Looks like a huge feast. Like, that is a lot of food.
We are fortunate in our cook, Your
I was
Grace.
gonna say, I'd
There's a
love to
plum
have
cake
that
to
kind
the
of
south,
food
which will have
just
a
sitting
fight
around
in
all
the
day.
I wish to offer you a permanent residence here in Pentos. This manse I would gift to you outright, along with its farms, lands, a vineyard.
Oh, they're all the way out in
The
Essos.
tenants would pay their tributes annually to their new Targaryen lord. My aim is to protect Pentos from the lustful eye of the Triarchy. Aid Pentos in this, as Aegon once did. and my gratitude will fill your cup and overflow it.
Your Excellence, we are travelers. We've already extended our visit here. They are using us.
It's refreshing, isn't it? A simple transaction. We have dragons, they have gold.
I mean, it sounds like a pretty good offer.
Yeah, but what are the intentions behind the triarchy?
We are not minstrels or mummers who play at the pleasure of an alien prince. We are the blood of old Valyria. At my end, I want to die a dragon rider's death. Not that of some fat country lord.
I see Damon still doesn't put his wife before himself, though. That doesn't change. He's pretty good with a sword, though.
Yeah.
Aegon. I've won my first bout to Christian. My opponent sues for mercy.
Seems the younger boys could do better with a bit of your attention, Sir Kristen.
You question my method of instruction, sir?
Well, I merely suggest that method be applied to all your pupils.
I mean, he's not wrong. You're obviously singling them out.
Very well.
Okay, he didn't do half bad there.
Foul play. I'll deal with him.
I like his armor. Like, it just looks so cool.
Close with him. Press him backward. Close with him. Stay on the attack. Use your feet.
Ooh.
Don't let him get up. Stay on the attack.
Enough!
You dare put hands on me! They're gone. You forget yourself, Strong. That is the prince.
This is what you teach, Cole.
Your interest in the princeling's training is quite unusual, Commander.
Oh.
Most men would only have that kind of devotion toward a cousin. Or a brother. Or a son.
I was gonna say hit him. Do you really blame him though for hitting Kristen?
But that's I mean I completely get what Lionel's saying though. Like just how it made him look. That like, you know, you had to hit him when he said son.
Maybe it would have been different if he hit him before that. Maybe.
You'll feel better in a day or two. And the rope dries up.
Who the heck is that singing like that?
I fell down.
Where have you been?
Out with Carl. Did I mention it? Are you in very much pain?
Dark rumors are hunting us, Lena. They nip at our heels. Questions about our son's parentage. Yours and mine. And their true father will not abandon them now to go carousing through the narrow sea, waggling his sword and winking at his sailors.
I am a knight. And a warrior. And I have played my part here. Faithfully. For 10 years. I am owed some...
You are owed nothing. As your princess and the heir to the throne, you are commanded to remain in King's Landing and at my side.
That's not fair, though.
I mean,
because she knows they're not his kids.
No,
like, I don't know
she
why
she knows, but for him to leave, it could look bad. Like I get why she's saying it because like if like the consequences if this gets found out is really death for her kids as well as her. So like I get it at least. Like,
I mean,
you gotta be overprotective.
I get both sides of it though. Like because Leonor did do exactly what he was supposed to do.
There is more than one way to bind yourself to a dragon. I was without one until I was 15 years old. And now I ride a Vhagar, the largest in the world. But if you wish to be a rider, you must claim that right. Your father will tell you the same.
Father ignores me.
I miss my brother, Damon. As I think do you.
I miss Westerosi strong wine. It could be depended on for a few hours of peaceful oblivion.
I don't believe you.
Believe what you please.
You laud the virtues of Pentos, but you have no interest in it. If you did, you would venture into the city, but instead you spend your time here.
Didn't know I was being so minutely observed.
You do not sleep.
Well, how can I with you haunting my every move?
Life has, I know, disappointed you.
Our coffers are great, but not infinite. We must consider the cost to our subjects.
I must
The
agree.
cost of war is greater. But we have been lax, and the old monster now lifts its head.
Let us be finished.
I like this back and forth they got going on, though.
Yeah.
Because it does show the difference
Wait.
in leadership styles.
I wish to speak.
Be seated.
Dang.
I have felt the strife between our families of late, my queen. My son, Jacaerys, will inherit the Iron Throne after me. I propose we betroth him to your daughter, Helena. Ally ourselves, once and for all.
He's so happy. Viserys
Let them
like,
rule
okay.
together.
A most judicious proposition.
If Syrax brings forth another clutch of eggs, your son, Aemond, will have his choice of them. A symbol of our goodwill.
Rhaenyra.
Oh.
Oh, seven hells.
My dear, a dragon's egg is a handsome gift.
Because, see, I think Alicent takes that as an insult in a
How
way.
sweetly the fox speaks when it's being
For her to
pulled by
be
the hound.
buying her
She is
silence.
sincere.
She is desperate.
I have come to resign my position as Hand of the King. The episode in the yard this morning, my son Harwin has disgraced himself, and every fishwife in King's Landing will soon be telling the tale.
Young Harwin's outburst was unfortunate, it's true.
You speak kind words. But there is a shadow over my house, and it grows ever darker. I can no longer serve you with integrity.
You will continue in your service to the crown.
I would then ask leave to take my son from court and escort him back to the family seat at Harrenhal. He is my heir, and will be Lord of Harren's castle one day. It is time he assumed his duties there.
Do it.
That's why he leaves. Yeah, I know you're pissed, Allison, but like for him to admit that he can't.
I think that she could have taken that opportunity with Rhaenyra's offer and just taken it. And maybe that would have avoided everything to come.
Well, I mean, yeah, and there's even another moment I remember in like one of the later episodes.
Oh, not this gross guy.
No, not him. Is this the first time when it happens?
Without you, Your Grace.
Yep.
Sin to let such
She's already
conduct
taken the
fall.
shoes off.
You did wisely, Lord Larys.
So gross.
You had no such worry about the wine, surely. Tell you not now.
It's a willful blindness. The king. You'd surely suffer the same affliction if it came to
I
it.
would not.
My father cannot give unbiased counsel to the king.
It is now that I most rue the absence of my own father. He wouldn't hesitate to speak the truth to the king if Otto Hightower was still at hand.
You cannot say, my queen, that your father would be impartial in this matter.
No, but he would be partial to me.
That's not impartial.
The fact that she still defends her dad, though, after everything he's done.
I mean, it makes sense, though. I mean, like, I think it's family. You know, like, it makes sense. I don't know if I would in some of these situations, but it makes sense with your family.
I am prepared to offer you mercy.
I forgot he did
if you're
this.
Prepared to pay a little price.
You can tell. Oh, I never noticed that. It really just. Wow.
I'll visit when I can. But that may be some time.
Jace.
It actually must be so hard for him, Lily, just having. I mean, anyone who, I guess, you know, had this relationship with Rhaenyra, it's like you don't get to even have a kid.
Princess.
Right.
We will exchange letters by Raven. Won't that be fun?
Is Harwin strong, my father?
Oh.
Am I a bastard?
Dang. She gonna
You are a
lie?
Targaryen.
Yeah, okay.
She's doing that to protect them, though.
I know, but it's
'Cause if
just,
the
as a kid, also,
yeah.
it's like, dang. Like, he's never gonna know his true identity unless she, for, you know, whatever reason, says so.
We're finished here. We're leaving.
What?
What of your offer, Jace and Helena?
I have been undermined and made a spectacle. They whisper about me in the corridor as well.
What of your position? You always said if you were absent from court, she would pour her honey in your father's ear.
The wise sailor flees the storms it gathers.
Using his own saying
Blame me.
against him. That's kind of sad, though, because I think he could have been a good father.
Yeah, I mean, if he was given the chance, but I mean, he's not even, he won't be given a chance. Constantly have to look over his shoulder wherever he is with them.
You've heard the stories of Harrenhal, Your Grace. It's built in hubris by Harren the Black as a monument to his own greatness. Blood mixed into the mortar.
Why is she acting like she didn't know he was gonna do that?
It is said to be a cursed place.
You pass judgment.
The Queen makes a wish. What servant of the realm would not strive to fulfill it? I assume you will write to your father now?
I did not wish for this.
I feel certain you will reward me. When the time is right.
This is a funeral? Oh.
Oh. Yeah, her. Okay.
I didn't realize. He's like slightly insulting her as he does that.
She's
Why
giving
did-
her like the eye.
Yeah, why did Allison have that face? Like,
Have you seen your father?
even though I see Allison turning evil, though, I do get sympathy for her just a little bit. But like, she kind of took it and ran with it.
We actually do have one thing in common. We both fancy creatures with very long legs.
Wench! Another!
Lionel Strongside's been staring at you.
He just gives me the creeps though, that guy.
Oh no, yeah, he's like this version of Peter Baelish.
Unabashedly.
See, and that's how they all should treat those kids. Like, their cousins may know that they're not part of the family,
Go
but
for
they're
my
still
seat,
treated like they
and
are.
high tide will be yours one day, Viserys. It's your birthright, lad.
From the Lord Driftmark, it means everyone's dead.
Well, there's one way to look at it.
retrieve your patron.
Brother.
Why is he mad about that?
I think because, you know, he knows, like, what's been going on. And he's just, I think, the anger's getting to him.
I thought he was maybe mad just because he's not up there with everybody else. I'm like, everybody grieves in their own way.
Well, the fact that, like, he's so isolated, I think he wants, like, him and Rhaenyra, you know, to appear together. Because there's already, like, suspicion
Your
and everything,
girls
you
are
know.
the very image of their mother. The gods can be cruel.
Seems they've been especially cruel to you.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's
Yes.
so mean to say.
There's a place for you in my court. That's something you should need.
I need nothing.
No matter how fat the leech grows, it always wants for another meal.
Can't even lie, that described Otto to a T.
The fact that, like, Otto can't even say anything, though, it's too funny in a way. Everyone just knows.
Oh, this is that episode.
This is,
okay.
yeah, this is where he gets his dragon.
I just realized it. I was like, nope, this is it.
I really noticed as soon as they went to the sky and the dragon, you just heard him. It's like, yeah, okay, this is the one.
Yeah. This episode caught me off guard by so many levels.
I don't think I remember anything except him getting the dragon.
Yeah.
I mean, as stuff goes
Just-
forward, you know.
I'd
Yeah.
say for the audience, let's not say anything yet.
Okay.
Daemon did what he thought best.
I want Driftmark to pass through Laena's line to Baela. To true Valarian blood. Declare it now on all
Oh.
are gathered here, and we will say that is how we will honor Laena's memory.
And disinherit our
Wow,
son.
she wants to take
He will
it?
be the king consort. His son will one day sit the Iron Throne. Rhaenyra's children are not of your blood. But Laena's are. They are her legacy.
He remembers names.
That's such a good line.
So one thing I remember liking about him.
I mean, I think he's actually in the right, though. Like,
well, it's true.
They do remember the names, you know?
Yeah.
Like, most people are not, yeah.
I know better than anyone that our marriage is a farce. But I at least make the effort to maintain appearances.
You have more to lose.
We did try. To conceive a child, we performed our duty as best we could. But to no avail. There was no joy in it. I found that elsewhere.
Damon.
It felt good to be desired.
I understand Sir Harwin was quaint. One Sir Otto and the Queen would gladly exploit.
I do not believe Alicent's capable of cold murder.
Not directly.
Each of us is capable of depravity.
Because
The more you
even
would
she didn't
believe.
know he was gonna do that. See, I'm not gonna lie. Once you get past the fact that they're uncle and niece, like, it's almost a beautiful relationship.
I mean, yeah, once you get past that fact, that is true. Once you-
Yeah, but if you look at it like their traditions and not like the world's views.
Yeah, I get it. I will say though, what she says is actually really interesting. Like, it would be so much easier in a way if, as a child, even though it's, you know, hard to think about, it's like it would be better for her probably if like they were
Yeah.
together the whole time. He just goes back to sleep.
would probably take like 3 or 4 dragons just to take that one down.
Sobes! Dohaira Spega! Sobes!
Oh my god.
It's him. It's me. Vhagar is my mother's dragon. Your mother's dead. And Vhagar has a new rider now. She was mine to claim. Then you should have claimed her. Maybe your cousins can find you a pig to ride. It would suit you.
Dang. Oh.
The fact that this is kids, though.
Yeah.
I do not know, Your Grace. I could not find sleep. I had gone out to walk.
Entertaining his young squires, I'd venture.
Wow. Aemond.
Just so bold to say things like
Look at
that.
me.
Seriously.
I was gonna say, tell him the truth. Tell him it was Allison.
It was Agon.
Me.
And you, boy.
Boy.
Where did you hear such calumnies?
Aegon! Tell me the truth of it!
We know, Father.
Viserys knows. Like, there's no way he doesn't know.
This interminable infighting must cease! All of you! We are family!
Aemond has been damaged permanently, my king. Goodwill cannot make him whole.
I know, Alicent. But I cannot restore his eye.
No, because it's been taken.
What would you have me do?
There is a debt to be paid.
That right there is the reason why I hate her, though. Why I did. Because she goes too far. Yeah.
Alicent, stay with the king! Hold your ground! Do not suppress Alicent! Do not suppress him!
You've gone too far. What have I done but what was expected of me? Forever upholding the kingdom, the family, the law. And now you take my son's eye. And to even that you feel entitled.
Exhausting, wasn't it? Hiding beneath the cloak of your own righteousness. But now they see you as you are.
Oh, she got her.
Yeah.
I may have lost an eye. But I gained a dragon.
Demon's like, oh, okay.
This proceeding is at an end.
That is interesting shot rise right there.
I know, the greens and then the blacks.
The hand, Your Grace.
See, that's what I don't get. Alicent just has no repercussions at all.
I mean, same with Sir Kristen. The green side seems to...
That's what I
just
mean.
get away.
Like, they get away with everything. She just attacked the heir to the throne.
Already the word is spreading, the gossip speculating I've gone mad.
I mean, can you blame them? Yeah.
And ensured my husband's favour will forever rest on her.
I've never seen that side of you, my daughter.
Yeah, and half
He
of that's your
loves it.
fault.
He loves it.
I even doubted its existence.
It was an ugly thing, I regret it.
We play an ugly game. And now, for the first time, I see that you have the determination to win it.
He really does spiral her out of control,
You
though.
see her for what she is. What the king's stubbornness has wrought.
What will you say to me?
He'll forgive you.
Is everyone all right?
Oh my god. Oh my,
Nose is the
Laenor.
worst.
Thank you, Maester. Leave us.
That was his one shot to attack Kristen.
I should have been there.
There should be our house words.
I have fought dreadful enemies.
Wow.
I could not defend my dear sister, far from home and in agony.
Casta ti mer pina uragon costandor. Il vor anogri ilo letago. Hai aigot errenisi humendima hydroma. Nihis velzuris, belmura o maestarome. Velaria in boniaris. In aonike. Zone ixi.
We could not marry unless Leonor were dead.
I know. This will cost Lord Corlys and Princess Rhaenys their only remaining child. And the realm will whisper that I was somehow responsible.
Let me whisper.
How did you let this happen? In my fucking home! Tell me!
We will know the truth of it, and our enemies won't.
That's gotta be so hard though that they don't know.
Yeah, but like, who did they throw in the fire then?
I mean, it was him and someone else, right?
I think that's the one thing that still confuses me about that.
Well, why are you confused? So Laenor and the guy fought, so Laenor killed him, and then so Laenor ran away.
Yeah, but did he know the plan though? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
well, Laenor knew probably he had to get out of there. That's why he's not there anymore. Like how? Like, like you know, that's how he's not there. That's why Daemon offered him the gold. He knew Laenor would beat it.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Like, who'd they throw in the fire?
Well, then the boy.
They had to have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been near 6 years since I last
Oh,
saw
yeah,
my
6
lord
years.
husband, Maester.
Huh.
I must know. Will he live?
He led his sailors into an ambush, the ship made to look as if it were abandoned. The wound was severe. Much blood was lost. But the greater concern is the fever that followed. Ship's maester said he burns from within.
So he's got a fever.
My grandmother seems quite comfortable here.
She presides only in the absence of her husband. On his death, the seat passes.
To Lucerys Velaryon, as is my lord husband's desire. Be careful, good brother. None can take your words for treason.
I speak the truth, Rhaenys. And you know it. My brother cares only for the history books. But what of the Velaryon line? Is it to be snuffed out? Driftmark is mine, by all rights. And while I should like your support, I do not need it.
Wow, so he...
The winds have shifted.
My cousin the king would have your tongue for this.
Literally.
Yeah,
It's
literally.
the Iron Throne these days, good sister.
He's not a very smart man. Like, don't get me wrong, I get what he's saying, but he's saying it completely wrong.
Well, yeah, especially once she mentioned the treason line, it's like he steps over the line in a way. He doesn't know, like, the line that he's allowed to cross.
Because he thinks because he's, I don't remember his name. The sea snake's actual name.
Oh. I
keep
forget his name,
forgetting
too.
it.
Yeah, I just don't remember.
Everybody's names are so unique in this show that it's like hard to keep up.
He means to call into question Luke's legitimacy. And by extension, Jace, and by extension, my own claim to the throne.
Vaemond cares only about Driftmark and the Velaryon line, not about our politics.
Rhaenys flames a chord.
Surely she cannot be planning to back him.
No. Whatever disagreements we may have had, she's not cruel. Stupid enough to do that.
Disagreements? She believes we had her son killed so that we might marry.
Yes. Has the Viper's venom spread so far?
Those vipers rule in my father's name. And my father... What choice do I have?
Is it bad that I'm more excited for season 2 of House of the Dragon than I was for like season 2 of the original Game of Thrones?
I mean, for me at least, it did take a little while for Game of Thrones to pick up for me. I think it was actually around the end of season 2 is when I really started to love it.
It's some remodeling here?
Continue to enjoy improved customs duties since the settling of the stepstones, and the extent to which we exploit those is contingent on the harbour masters, which I would not recommend.
Thank you for that exhaustive accounting, Lord Beesbury. Never mind.
Why is everybody so mean?
Your guests have arrived, Your Grace.
I trust they've been welcomed as befits their station.
As you instructed, Lord.
He can fly a dragon, yes, but can he command a fleet?
Ability does not alter his claim.
The Sea Snake has never formally named him as heir, if it comes to that.
Yes, he
the crown
did, didn't he?
must choose what is best for the realm.
He is Laenor's son. What grounds could there be
What
for...
indeed, Lord Beesbury?
We shall hear Princess Rhaenyra's petition along with those of the other claimants on the morrow. I do beg your pardon, my lords. Must greet our guests.
See, and I don't like that. Like you could tell they were like so in on this.
Oh, of course.
Shall we levy a tax on the sailor?
Aw, Damien doesn't come in?
It's probably really hard for him.
Oh, yeah, he looks so bad.
Who goes there?
Father. It's me, my king. Rhaenyra.
Never really did get to hear his opinion on their marriage.
Listen to Notto. See to all that business now.
No, brother, listen to me. You are to affirm your position for Lucerys. To be Corlys Velarion's successor.
Something happened to Lord Corlys.
There's someone we wish to introduce you to.
This is Aegon.
Aegon.
And this is Viserys.
I completely forgot she named one after him.
Oh. I'll wait till the end. I think I pieced something
That is a
together.
name fit for a king.
I didn't realize she named one of her kids Aegon, just like his son.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's why he was talking to her about the ending. Because he thought he was talking with Nero.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Tell your name.
It's Diana, Your Grace. If it please you.
I understand you found yourself in some trouble.
I was fetching the prince's wine, and I put it on his table, and when I turned, I didn't see him.
Thank you for telling me, Diana. I know it wasn't your fault. I believe you.
You do?
You were alone with the prince, were you not?
Yes.
And no one else saw what happened between the two of you? If anyone else were to hear about this.
I haven't told anyone.
You told Sir Eric, and Talia, and now me.
Oh, that's the same tea they gave to Rhaenyra in the beginning, isn't it?
It's best to be certain.
I think that tea kills her.
No, I think that's the tea that kills a baby if she has it.
No, but that's why she told her, I know you won't. Like, I'm pretty sure this tea's not the same one. I'm pretty sure it kills her.
Oh, maybe.
Think of the shame on your wife. On me. How can you keep carrying on like this, especially on a day like today?
Why? What is it today?
Oh!
Oh my.
Have you seen Diana? She's supposed to dress the children.
He looks like a different person.
Yeah, so
oh, maybe it did kill her.
Yeah.
Well, then why'd she give her the gold?
It's been so long since we were granted the joy of your presence.
Oh, there's a scar.
Indeed. Your Grace.
They're not long enough to merit a greeting upon our arrival.
I'm sure the Queen had.
My father and I are mere stewards of the King's will and wisdom.
And how exactly is that wisdom expressed? In blinks and wheezes? I'd be surprised if he could remember his own name, or if you could.
King Viserys' condition has worsened since you saw him last.
No one would question me being heir to Driftmark. If I look more like Sir Laenor Velaryon than Sir Harwin Strong.
It doesn't matter what they think.
Yeah, I love that, though. They have such a close brother, like, bond. So, fun fact, right? I don't know if I've ever told you this. The guy who plays Aemond, he played a very important role in the show The Last Kingdom. And it, like, basically put him into stardom in a way.
Nephews? Have you come to train?
He is so creepy. Oh my. I'd be terrified of him.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm more excited to see him in season 2.
I must confess a certain uneasiness now this is at hand. He may yet live.
But we must be prepared if he does not. The realm has enjoyed a long peace. A credit to the work of both Jaehaerys and Viserys, but the threat of war looms and may arrive on our shores. When it does, will you want a child at the command of the greatest fleet in Westeros?
As will Driftmark, in all its strength.
Grandmother?
Rhaena.
Baela said you might be here. She's done well as your ward. You've, raised her admirably.
You honor me, Princess.
I wondered for many an hour what your purpose was in coming here. Whether you'd speak for or against the suit brought by Sir Raymond. But then I realized you intend to advocate for yourself. I loved your son. You may not believe it to be true, but I did. I did not order his death. I'll make you an offer. Back Luke's claim, and let us betroth Laena's children to mine. Baela will be Queen of the Seven Kingdoms.
You can bargain with me all you like. Bring my granddaughter with you to soften my resolve. But tomorrow the High Towers land their first blow. They force you to your knees.
The fact of how similar the two of them are, though.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like it's kind of creepy in a way. Like, it's almost like she's talking to a future version of herself.
Bring milk of the poppy.
Just arrange the supper.
Oh, he looks
That
so
CGI
bad.
work is just...
Though it is the great hope of this court that Lord Corlys Velaryon survive his wounds, we gather here with the grim task of dealing with the succession of Driftmark. As Hand, I speak with the King's voice on this and all other matters.
For as long as House Targaryen has ruled the skies, House Velaryon
has ruled the seas. When the doom fell on Valeria, our houses became the last of their kind. Our forebears came to this new land knowing that were they to fail. I have spent my entire life on Driftmark defending my brother's seat. I am Lord Corlys' closest kin, his own blood. The true, unimpeachable blood of House Velaryon runs through my veins.
As it does in my sons, the offspring of Laenor Velaryon. You would not be so bold as to supplant its rightful heir. No, you only speak for yourself and for your own ambition.
You'll have chance to make your own petition. Do Sir Vaemond the courtesy of allowing his to be heard.
You know what, though? I'm not gonna lie, it's fair that she's saying that. Like, let him speak, let him do his crap.
What do you know of Velaryon blood, Princess? This is a matter of blood, not ambition. I place the continuation of the survival of my house and my line above all. I humbly put myself before you as my brother's successor. The Lord of Driftmark and Lord of the Tides.
If I am to grace this fast with some answer, I will start by reminding the court that nearly 20 years ago in this very...
King Viserys of House Targaryen and the First Men.
I want to see
Lord of the
Otto's
Seven-
face.
Such a touching moment, though. The fact he just takes the elf from his brother.
After all these years and all the problems that they've had.
I must admit my confusion. I do not understand why petitions are being heard over a settled succession. The only one present who might offer keener insight into Lord Corlys' wishes is the Princess Rhaenys.
Because she did warn him about this, too. That's the best part about it.
It was ever my husband's will that Driftmark pass through Sir Laenor to his true-born son, Lucerys Velaryon. His mind never changed, nor did my support of him. A proposal to which I heartily agree.
Cry about it, Otto.
The matter settled. Again.
It's great because he's the only one that's not
You
happy
break
about
law.
it from their side.
And centuries of tradition to install your daughter as heir. My house survived the doom and 1,000 tribulations besides. And God's be damned. I will not see it ended on the account of this. Say it. Her children are bastards! And she is a whore.
I will have your tongue for that.
Oh, that's great. It never gets old. So much happens in literally a 10-minute scene.
They can't even stand to look at each other.
Because Alicent's pissed that she lost. The side eyes. But it is sweet that they all kind of put aside their differences to give him this wish.
Yeah.
Even if it is uncomfortable as can be. Like, I'm nervous just watching it.
This is an occasion for celebration, it seems. My grandsons, Jace and Luke, will marry their cousins, Baela and Rhaena, further strengthening the bond between our houses. A toast to the young princes. And their betrothed.
Is Rhaenys not
Here,
there?
here.
I didn't think they actually went through with it, wedding the brother and sister together. Okay.
Excuse me.
He seems, seriously, Jay seems like such an honorable guy, though. He just sees, like, what
Oh.
she said. He's like, okay, I'll dance with you.
I never got that scene before because I didn't realize they were married.
I didn't realize he smiled a little bit. So he finally got what he wanted.
He finally gets a happy family.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, the pig.
He tries hard not to laugh though. Oh, here we go.
Raymond.
Come. Let us drain our cups to these 3 strong boys.
I dare you to say that again.
Why? It was only a compliment. Do you not think yourself strong?
David's like, let me handle it.
Go to your quarters. All of you go, now.
Oh, you gotta love him.
The fact, though, that now I understand why Strong got to them. I never really understood that in the beginning when he said Strong, and they would get upset, but now it makes sense.
The things you pick up on the second time around.
Yeah.
It's best, I think, if we go back to Dragonstone.
You've only just arrived.
To think everything would have been perfect if he didn't make that comment.
Let me see the children home. I'll,
The king and I would both like that.
See, I think she really actually is sincere, like, right now, you know, in this moment. Like Allison, at least. It seems like she's actually trying to make an effort right now.
I think deep down they've had so many years to let everything stew over, and they had time to think about everything, and they just realize it's not worth it.
It's been quite a night at the castle, Sims. Yes, lady.
That's the prostitute that Damon used to sleep with, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is true. What he saw in the north. The prince that was promised.
I don't understand myself.
The prince.
Prince Aegon.
To unite the realm against the cold. You are the one. You must do this. You must do this.
Okay. Okay. Nope. I know exactly what. Yeah. You realize he's not talking about Rhaenyra's kid either. He's talking about Jon.
I'm 90% sure he's talking about Aegon because even the videos I watch, like it's all dissecting about Aegon, but he's talking about Rhaenyra's Aegon. I'm pretty sure at least.
Well, the way I heard it was, remember when Jon Snow was born, they named him Aegon Targaryen.
Yeah, no,
That's
but then he said
yeah.
you must do this. He's talking about this
Oh.
timeline. He's not talking about 400 years from now. I think you're trying to connect it to Game of Thrones, but it's not really. like this is like
Yeah,
400
it's
years
not.
before.
But he is talking about Rhaenyra's son because Alicent doesn't know that that's what his name is.
I'm next in line to the throne. Should they come looking for me, I intend to be found.
Because it was my sworn duty, Eric, is for the hand to find wisdom. We swore an oath of service until death.
A moment of your time, my lords.
You'll find no buyers for your wares here.
I can take you to Prince Aegon.
I was about to say, why else would you do you think she's talking?
I'll tell you, for a price.
Deliver him, and we'll consider your price.
My mistress will not treat with the servants of the keep.
Oh.
Isn't he the one that just
He was
swore?
fleeing from the gate. A warning for the princess, I'd wager.
Where were you going then with such urgency? Let the King's justice take him.
There's no reason those hours cannot in the end benefit you.
See, I do believe she deep down did care about him.
Oh yeah, yeah, of course. That's why in the last episode, like, I feel like she would have been on a completely different path if he not tell her about Aegon. But she really believes that she's fulfilling his wish, which is why, like, I do feel a little bad for her.
I feel bad that she got confused on which Aegon he was talking about.
Yeah.
I will do you the considerable courtesy of assuming there is a good reason for the outrage of my treatment here this morning. And you are usurping the throne.
It was my husband's dying wish. Believe it or no, it is of no consequence. Aegon will be king. I came here to ask your support. It is your husband who grasps so heedlessly for the throne. And even he has abandoned you. Gone these 6 long years to fight a desperate battle, returning grievously, if not mortally wounded, leaving the Lady of Driftmark to chart her course alone.
The word of my house is not.
You, more than any soul alive, understand what I say now. Mrs. Release, I loved my husband, but I will speak the truth we both know.
I want my mother.
Your grandfather, the Hand, will meet you outside the city walls.
I wonder why he's hiding, though. Did he know that the king died?
I think it's because he knew, like, the day was coming soon. And, like, I think he knew about the plan in some way, like he was going to be the king.
And that's the crazy part, because he doesn't want it. Wow, the first guy to actually knock Kristen over. Oh, God.
Are you going to help me? Let me go!
Where's your brother, huh?
Let me go!
I wonder why he
Why did
walked
his brother
away.
help?
I have no wish to rule, no taste for duty. I'm not suited. You get no argument from me. Let me go, or we'll find a ship and sail away, never to be found.
He was thinking about that.
He was thinking, he wants the throne. Aemon's always wanted it.
I know, but like the fact that he was, I don't know if he actually would have gone through with it because he also just, I think he wants.
Whatever our differences, our hearts remain as one.
Oh, our hearts were never one. I see that now. Rather, I've been at peace that you moved about the board.
If that is true, then I made you Queen of the 7 Kingdoms.
I wanted whatever you impressed upon me to want. And now the debt comes due. The debt you are happy enough to pay.
A sacrifice. A sacrifice made for the stability of the realm. No king has ever lived that hasn't had to forfeit the lives of a few to protect the many, though I understand your squeamishness.
Reluctance to murder is not a weakness.
We will send terms to Rhaenyra on Dragonstone. True terms, such that she may accept without shame.
If she lives, her allies will mass behind her banners, looking for her return.
Then she must not return. My husband would have desired this mercy be shown to his daughter.
Or you, his daughter's childhood companion.
I'm just glad she's finally standing up to her dad.
Kristen Cole will be named Lord Commander of the King's Guard.
I hate that.
My
Oh,
son
I
will be
hate
anointed
that.
tomorrow at dawn.
You look so much like your mother in certain lights.
He just didn't hear anything she said.
That's crazy. He literally gets to be Lord Commander after killing 2 people.
Does that surprise you, though?
It kind of does, because I get he's loyal to the Queen, But I would hope Aegon would be like, I don't care about you, someone else. But Aegon also is.
But your father, the Hand, found Aegon first.
That is just so gross.
There is a web of spies at work in the Red Keep. Along its threads travels news. Feed the Weaver.
And this Weaver watches me.
Oh.
Oh. They just hung him there?
It sends a message.
Where are we?
Just south of Kingsway. The Blackwater's this way.
Is that where the spies were?
That's what I'm thinking.
I won't leave, Mélise. If I could get to the dragon pit, then...
No. They'll expect you there, Princess. You won't get past the gates. No, come. You must make for the riverfront and find a ship. Before they know you've gone. This way.
Oh, because it's already like a ceremony.
Well, yeah, they want to do it quickly.
Have the decency to look grateful. Do you know what has been done to give you this day?
He could have, but he never did. Because he didn't like me.
And yet, with his final breath, he whispered to me that you should take his place for the throne.
Oh, the dagger.
Do not toy with me, Mother.
I speak the truth. We must not rule with cruelty and callousness. For all her faults, she is your sister, your father's daughter.
Do you love me?
You imbecile.
People of King's Landing, today is the saddest of days. Our beloved king, Viserys the Peaceful, is dead, but it is also the most joyous of days. For as his spirit left us, he whispered his final wish that his firstborn son, Aegon, should succeed him. It is your great good fortune and privilege to be here to witness this, a new day for our city.
I love how Otto is just standing there talking and nobody cares.
May the warrior give him courage. May the crone lift her shining lamp and light his way to wisdom.
The crown of the conqueror, passed down through generations. Let the Seven bear witness. Aegon Targaryen is the true heir to the Iron Throne.
All hail his grace, Aegon.
Just Otto looks like he's on
second of
cloud
his
9.
name, King of the Andal
Nobody
and
else
the
looks
Rhoynar
happy.
and the
Why is
Firstmen,
this?
Lord of the Seven Kingdoms and protector of the realm.
Oh!
Oh my.
It's crazy how she could have ended a whole war in 1 second.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I feel like season 2 is gonna be...
Oh, and she's pregnant again.
How did Viserys die?
I could not say.
How long ago?
A day passed, perhaps two. I was made a prisoner in my quarters while the Queen made her preparations.
Viserys has been slain.
The High Septon crowned Aegon in the Dragon Pit. I witnessed it myself just before I fled on Meleys.
They crowned him before the masses.
So that the masses would see him as their rightful king.
That whore of a queen murdered my brother and stole his throne, and you could have burnt more for it.
That's
War
actually
is
true.
like to be fought over this treachery, to be sure. The Greens are coming for you, Rhaenyra. And for your children. You should leave Dragonstone at once.
It's kind of wild though. They think like he was definitely murdered.
Yeah, and that's the thing
And, like,
though.
that
He
must-
died of natural causes.
But that like must make them even more like mad in a way, because they like think the whole thing was their plan.
Oh, she's gonna have the baby. He's
coming.
Your lady mother needs to see you. Both of you.
Mother?
Oh, fuck.
Princess.
Your grandsire, King Viserys, has passed.
Viserys?
The Greens have repudiated the succession and claimed the Iron Throne. Aegon has been crowned king. Whatever claim remains to me, you are now its heir. Naught is to be done but by my command.
God, she gave a whole speech while giving birth. That's wild.
A raven flew in this morning. The sea snake's fever is broken and he has left even form.
Where is he sailing?
That much is unclear, my prince.
We'll send ravens to our nearest allies. It's good you're here, young prince. You're needed to patrol the skies on Virmax.
Did you hear what I said?
The ravens, Lord Artemis.
I shall see it done.
See,
Somebody's
Damon's
upset. Our Kingsguard are needed on the
Damon's so
Dragon.
loyal to his house though that he doesn't
Come with
care.
me. I'll
He
show
knows.
you the tree.
He thinks he knows what's better.
Swear anew your oath to Rhaenyra as your queen. To Prince Jacaerys as the heir to the Iron Throne. Or, if you support the usurper, speak it now.
Those are great shots.
Seriously, I cannot wait to see. Like the budget already looks amazing for season 1, but I know season 2 is gonna be just as good.
It's gonna be wild.
I mean no harm, brothers.
You come to swear allegiance to her. I don't think the reason I don't think she's gonna win, it just brings you back to the first Game of Thrones. There hasn't ever been a queen, and that was 300 years later.
Queen Rhaenyra Targaryen.
That's the
Lady of
only
the Seven
thing.
Kingdoms,
I'm just like,
protector
maybe they'll
of-
spin it differently.
The
I don't
Greens
know.
might win. The Greens might win.
Your Grace.
Well, we won't find out this season though. This coming season.
Yeah.
Lucerys will be confirmed as the legitimate heir to Driftmark and all the lands and holdings of House Velaryon. Your sons, by Prince Daemon, will also be given places of high honor at court. Aegon the Younger as the king's squire, Viserys as his cupbearer. Finally, the king in his good grace will pardon any knight or lord.
I would rather feed my sons to the dragons than have them carry shields and cups. For your drunken usurper cunt of a king.
Aegon Targaryen sits the Iron Throne. And then there is Stark, Tully, Baratheon, houses that have also received and are at present considering generous terms from their king.
Stark, Tully, and Baratheon all swore to me. When King Viserys named me his heir.
I only regret that you and he were the last to see the truth of it.
You are no more hand than Aegon is king. Fucking traitor.
What's this?
Oh, the page from the book.
Queen Alicent has not forgotten the love you once had for
Oh.
each other. No blood need be spilled. The realm can carry on in peace.
Sir Eric, bring me Lord Hightower so I may take the pleasure myself.
No.
I'll give David this. At least he's loyal to her.
Landing will have my answer on the morrow.
I definitely get Damon's frustration though in a way. Like, the longer you wait, the more you have a chance for other people to just go with the green.
Well, in Damon's eyes, like the war's already started. There's no.
I mean, he kind of has. I mean, he's kind of right on that.
Yeah.
Like, it literally, like, what he's trying to recruit.
Right.
Truth is this: we have
And everything
more
happened
dragons
before they even knew of his
Viserys
death.
spoke often of the Valyrian histories. I know them well. I do not wish to rule over a kingdom of ash and bone.
Are you considering the
I mean, that
High Tower's
makes
terms,
sense.
Your Grace?
As Queen, what is my true duty to the realm, Lord Bartimus? Ensuring peace and unity, or that I sit the Iron Throne no matter the cost?
It's your father talking.
My father's dead.
Well, the enemy have declared war. What are you going to do about it?
There is that. I mean, you
Clear
gotta
the
give
room.
it to David. He knows what he's talking about.
I do get her point though. Like, if they
Yeah.
if they destroy everything, like, what point is there to her being queen? Like,
I
she's
mean,
gonna have
look
nothing.
at what happened. Look at what happened in season 8. That's all I can say.
I know, that's what I'm saying. That's only what I was thinking about when she said that. I'm like, yeah, I mean, that's true.
Oh, Reyes?
Oh, she
Oh.
knew. Oh, that's funny.
She was like, "You're in trouble, David."
Oh, Damon's going to go get the other dragons.
Yeah, this is the dragon
Yeah,
mound he
yeah,
was
I remember
talking about,
this.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was so much. I don't know. I was just expecting like a slow or something.
You didn't see the dragon there, Nick? So is this one that we haven't seen before then?
Yeah. This is one of the ones he was talking about with the unclaimed ones. I don't know which one this is, but it's one of the unclaimed ones I think he was talking about. But
I think it is so cool that people decide to craft buildings like on an island like that. I don't know. I just think it's pretty cool.
It definitely is. I mean, this place definitely looks pretty incredible, just by scenery. I remember that.
I'm Prince Lucerys Velaryon. I bring a message to Lord Boris from the Queen.
This guy.
Son of Princess Rhaenyra Targaryen.
Lord Boros, I brought you a message from my mother, the Queen.
Yet earlier this day, I received an envoy from the king. Which is it? King or queen? The House of the Dragon does not seem to know who rules it. What's your mother's message? Where's the bloody maester?
He can't read his own messages?
If I do as your mother bids, which one of my daughters will you wed? Boy?
My lord, I'm not free to marry. I'm already betrothed.
Go home, pup. And tell your mother that the Lord of Storm's End is not some dog that she can whistle up at need to set against her foes.
I shall take your answer to the Queen, my lord. I came as a messenger, not a warrior.
Fight would be little challenge. No. I want you to put out your eye. One will serve. I would not blind you. Then you are craven as well as a traitor.
Not here.
Give me your eye, or I will take it, boss.
Not in my hall! The boy came as an envoy. I'll not have blood shed beneath my roof.
Is it just me, but I feel like Lucerys could have actually won that fight. I don't know. I feel like he would have got too cocky.
I don't know. Aemon is such a good fighter.
Yeah, but do you remember the child at the earlier part of the season that killed the other guy? Yeah, you screwed up. He knows it too.
Oh yeah, he's actually terrified there.
That's what happens when you bring a frickin' war dragon to play a game on a child.
Only 3 people in one day though.
She's ready for war. Alright, so that was me and Nick rewatching the second half of House of the Dragon Season 1, which completes the entirety of Season 1. We are ready to go for Season 2. I don't want to speak for Nick, but I'm pretty sure we're both kind of Team Black. So, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, yeah. I mean, you're right. Like,
Yeah.
we are both Team Black.
Like, there's not a whole lot from this last half that I didn't remember, because like even though it was 2 years ago, there was plenty of impact that a lot of it made. I found myself being more emotional with Viserys' death because I actually paid attention more this time around to his character and actually kind of formed like a reactor character bond that I do with a lot of characters. I think everybody does that, but you know what I mean. One thing I didn't remember was Daemon actually putting his hands on Rhaenyra. That one kind of like jumped out at me, and I was kind of shocked by that because like the devotion he's had to her since the beginning of the show, like I just didn't see that coming. You know what I mean? And then the other thing that jumped out at me was Jace was the one recommending them to take Dragon back to go deliver these messages, and like I feel so bad for Jace because when he finds out that Luke died, like he's gonna blame himself, and it's gonna put a lot of mental stress on him coming into season 2. And honestly, now that I think about it, I'm hoping Rhaenyra doesn't blame him as well, because he's also the one that, you know, recommended it. There's just a lot that's going to go down season 2, I think. I think that a lot is going to happen. Maybe not right away in the first episode or so, but somewhere along that middle half, we're gonna have so many deaths in this season. I'm predicting it now. Just because they kind of have already sped up production on things with the war and what's going to happen. What I really want to know, and I need to see the look on Alicent's face when Aemond comes to her and says, listen, I screwed up. And like, I just killed Rhaenyra's child. We're in trouble. Like, I need to see Alicent's face to that. But I will say the second half is definitely my favorite half. I think that I liked the younger actors a little bit more, I think. Just because of all the time jumping we've done. The only constants that have been in this is Otto, Kristen, and Viserys and Daemon, really, that are like the heavy hitter actors in this. I need Kristen to get his ass kicked, though, in this next season. Like, after seeing everything he's been getting away with, I need him to get hurt in some way. So, but anyway, what did you think, Nick, of like the entire season?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, it'd be like a 30-minute conversation. We talk about like every detail, I guess, of this season. But just overall, I do have the same kind of thing as Cody, where lots of it definitely was familiar. I will say, just considering that lots of these episodes I did only watch like, you know, parts of it, I definitely was getting a lot more out of this rewatch. Like, there were lots of things, especially with Aemond calling the boys strong. I never understood what that meant. That makes perfect sense now after seeing that, and I'm so happy I got that, because that actually is just such big insult to them, and I was surprised I did not pick up on that. But most of the main moments, you know, of course, just like Cody, I remember what was going to happen. I now remember like Lucerys actually volunteering them to like go on the mission and stuff. Small details like that. But overall, I will actually say I probably enjoyed the first half a little bit more, just overall, and that's mainly because of the actors or actresses. I just found Rhaenyra's younger actress to be like my favorite actress probably in this whole show, or actor in this whole show. Older Rhaenyra was definitely a lot more like, I won't say painfully acting, like with her scenes there was definitely a lot more hardcore acting involved, but younger Rhaenyra, I just felt like she had such charisma about her, and I just, like the time jump, I can kind of see Alicent, I can't really see Rhaenyra as much. But like just becoming who she is as the older Rhaenyra, it feels like there's a little bit more of a disconnection between young Rhaenyra and older Rhaenyra, and younger Alicent and older Alicent. And I do kind of wish that the younger actress for Rhaenyra was able to be on the show more, because I really did love her acting. Like she was perfect in my opinion. But overall, I do agree with Cody. I think season 2 is definitely going to be a lot more deaths. I am just so curious if they're actually going to like go the full-on war route, or if it's gonna be like season 3 when they do most of the war, and like season 2 is gonna be a little bit more setup. I really hope they start season 2 at the end of this like season. I hope they don't do a time jump, because I want to see like Aemond telling, you know, the queen or his mom, I guess, just about like what happened to him. I hope that they do not do a big time jump in the beginning of the season 2, but I'm very excited for the second season of this.
I'm hoping that there's no time jumps at all this season. Like, we kind of got to a point where it's like, okay, I need to see the war, okay? I don't want to repeat what they did in the original Game of Thrones with Season 2, where it was all fade to black and then we just find out the aftermath. No, I need to see dragons killing people. I'm sorry, I need to. It needs to happen. I will say this, though. I think after watching this a second time, I have more of a greater appreciation than I already did for this show. Because even though it's not really a spin-off, but it's more of a continuation, like a prequel to the original, I think that this actually it could stand on its own in a way. Like, for those people that have not watched the actual, like, original Game of Thrones, you could watch this to get into the universe of it. And that's what I think I liked about this the most, where they did what they set out to do. They set up the timing, they set up the whole entire lore and the storytelling and everything else that they wanted to do, and then things get crazy towards the end of season 1. I just wish that we got a little bit more context on some things when they did the time jump for 10 years. Like, I don't know, I would have liked to see when Harwin Strong died, I didn't connect with it as much, you know, and I feel like if we got to know him a little bit more and, like, got a feel for his character, maybe I would have cared a little bit. You know what I mean? It seemed more like just a thing to further the plot. Like, oh, Rhaenyra wasn't faithful in her marriage, and she's doing this and she's doing that. Like, I get the setup. I just would have liked a little bit more context in there. Other than that, it's a pretty solid season. I'm really excited for season 2. Me and Nick will be recording that exactly when it starts and comes out. And honestly, now that the days are getting closer and we're finished with this, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself for the next 3 days. I really don't. It's like waiting for Christmas to happen, and it just hasn't happened yet. So I'm really excited for you guys to check out the reactions. If you'd like to watch the full-length reaction to House of the Dragon Season 1 on Patreon, go ahead and check the link down in the description of this video, as well as check out Nick's channel. We got Friends over there, Has Been Hotel, bunch of movies, a lot of stuff. We got Harry Potter over there, which we will be continuing here soon. And I'm really excited to jump into that as well. And we also have Hunger Games in my channel as well. So, I hope you guys have a great day and this was a great experience for you all. And we will see you all next time. Remember, everybody, stay totally terrific. Bye.